Hello everyone, hope all of you are doing fine and enjoying your weekend. Been a couple days we haven't really posted any video. The reason being because the day I took the dollar CAD trade that you guys have seen the explanation on after the dollar interest rate, I stopped trading for the rest of the week. I did not trade on Thursday, so the dollar interest rate was on Wednesday, night time, 11 o'clock my time. And then Thursday I did not trade. Friday I did not trade. Did not look at the charts at all. Uh, Made about 7-ish, 7.5% on that dollar cat trade. So I called it a week. Uh, did not look at the charts. Another reason is because I've been fasting and it gets a little difficult to, get to work all the time. But the main reason to that is, and I'm going to explain it to you guys how this works. The term that you come across pretty often when you're going through any YouTube channel that is teaching you forex or preaching stuff about forex, one of the main things that they use is termed as financial freedom. What exactly is financial freedom? I mean, is it just that you keep making money and you do not have time to do anything else? Think about it. It's not that at all. You're not free, right? If you're just sitting in front of the charts to trying to figure out what the market is going to do and spend all your day, all your week, all your month in front of the charts, what kind of a freedom is that from your 9 to 5? So the reason why you want to shift to trading is because you don't like your 9 to 5. Of course, it's not paying you as much either, but the time that you're giving to it is you're not getting paid enough for that, right? And then when you come into trading, what do you expect your life to be? How do you expect yourself to be financially free? In in my understanding, what it means is that you are making enough money. Now, there's a cap to what enough money is for each individual, but you're making enough money and you also have time on your hands to enjoy that money. That is what financial freedom is, right? It's not just you keep making money and you do not have time to enjoy that money, right? If that makes sense. So, the term financial freedom that you come across, to my understanding, that is what it means. You work when you want to work, you do not work when you don't want to work. That's what it means. It's not you you have to spend time on the charts to lead your life. So the video that I'm doing right now is the recap of what happened the previous week. Took only two trades. You've seen the recap on both the trades. Both the trades came from interest rates, and there were actually more trades during the week because this was a very busy week, as we discussed on Sunday, the previous Sunday. It was a very, very busy week, and I'm going to give you a recap on why it was a busy week. And the same thing, the same boring thing that I keep preaching over and over again: major news events, major news events, major news events, interest rates, NFP, CPI, GDP. The same boring thing I keep repeating over and over again. And the reason why I'm saying boring is because if you're looking for a holy grail in trading, the holy grail to trading is you gotta make it boring. It might not make a lot of sense to you right now, uh, but in the near future, as we move forward, I'll elaborate it furthermore, and you might be able to get an idea of what I'm trying to say here in the future. Make trading boring. As boring as it gets, as lucrative it's gonna be. That's the idea behind how trading works. The reason why I'm saying you gotta make it boring is because you have to follow the rules, right? And if you keep following the rules, it lessens the thrill of it, hence taking it towards boredom, right? You keep repeating the same thing over and over again, you get bored. But what if What if that same thing that you're repeating over and over again starts to make you money, and then starts to make you so much money that you start to love it, right? Think about it a little. Make trading boring. That is the holy grail. There is no other holy grail in trading. Okay? Anyway, let's just jump right into the recap. Not going to do a lot of explanation on why, where the trade could have been taken. Just want to show you that one thing that I keep repeating in almost every video that you come across. This one thing you'll find common in all the videos that I'm posting is the major news events. And you do not have to trust me for my word. You can go back on charts, years and years back. If you have the patience to go through the economic calendar of, let's say, 2021, 22, 19, 18, you name it. You just keep going back every year, every month, and you back test what I'm telling you right now, and you'll find it to be true every single time. Well, not every single time, but most of the times. And when it's not true, it's going to show you that I'm not going to do the same stuff that you're looking for, right? So let's dig right into it. Economic calendar. Monday last week was a slow day. There was Euro CPI, nothing really important other than that happening, and then RBA interest rate. Let's take a look at any Aussie quickly. Let's say Aussie dollar. If you've seen the analysis that was done last Sunday, I was looking for uh, long-term dollar strength that did come in, and then with the dollar interest rate, short-term dollar weakness came in. But we'll talk about that some other time. What I'm showing you right now is Aussie interest rate on this chart, right? So Aussie interest rate Tuesday, March 19th. Aussie interest rate Tuesday, March 19th, 8:30 my time, 8:30, 8 o'clock. Let's just go down a time frame so that we can mark 8:30. Okay, here we go. 8:30 my time is this candle. Interest rate comes out, makes a lower low, goes through the support equals resistance. There's a pullback, and then there's a very nice trade for you to be in. Aussie interest rate recapped, done. I'm talking about the boring stuff right now that you have to repeat over and over and over again, right? Aussie interest rate, done. Let's take a look at the economic calendar. There's CAD CPI. I'm not going to get into that right now because we had four interest rates. In fact, five interest rate that past week, right? And then we had yen interest rate, and the trade that I wanted to be in on yen interest rate was this trade, right? So uh, Tuesday, March 19th, and Tuesday, March 19th, the timestamp down there, if you can take a look at. And then the timestamp, 8:35 my time, BOJ interest rate decision. 8:35 or 8:30 my time, BOJ interest rate decision. The initial buy happens, initial entries down here, but later on the price continued to go. I was asleep around these hours, and then there was a pullback to a massive buy that followed. If you guys have followed the pound yen recap, there was a incredibly massive buy that followed after the interest rate, right? Now, yen interest rate, done. So far, we've been through two interest rates, and what I keep telling you guys is that the major news events, the initial direction that the major news event takes, what you want to do is you want to try and get in on the residue or what follows, right? Two interest rates, two examples, past week, done. Exactly the same direction where the interest rate went to. Wednesday, dollar interest rate, you guys saw me take the trade on dollar CAD, although it has returned now, you know, it is what it is, but the money was made off of dollar interest rate. Okay, I'm sorry, Wednesday, March 20th. Wednesday, March 20th, timestamp down there. And then 11 o'clock my time, 2300 my time is when the interest rate comes out, shoots the price lower, pull back all the way down to there, a massive trade. And then dollars did turn around because if you've seen the analysis video that was done last Sunday, we have been looking for dollar strength because of what where it is at on the higher time frames. And again, I'm not going to get into those details at the moment. What I'm showing you guys right now is the recap of the previous week based on the news events, right? So dollar interest rate, done and dusted. Wednesday gone. Thursday we had SNB, the Swiss franc interest rate, and we had pound interest rate. I did not trade on Thursday, but what I'm going to show you guys is if I was trading, it's the exact same idea of what interest rate does, price is going to follow. So I did mention in the community that I was looking for this buy, the buy that happened. So this is the interest rate that takes prices all the way up to there, and then a pullback. And then, as we've discussed so many times, if the bigger buyer is gonna try to buy again, he's gonna want to attempt a higher high. If he fails, that's a different story. We always talk about that because there is not 100% ever in the markets, right? As you saw after dollar interest rate, dollar got pretty weak and then the next day it just turned around, right? So it's never 100%. We're playing a game of probabilities, but what I'm showing you guys is a method that is trialed and tested, is a method that you are seeing for the past, in the past week, it has worked 5 times, not just one time, not just 2 times, not just 3 times. This method, this, what should I call it? This phenomena that I'm telling you guys, it has worked 5 times in the past week. And if you, like me, were able to get in on one of them, I made 7% off of that trade. That is a lot of money for a week. If you're looking at, YouTube shorts and YouTube channels that are showing you that they're getting in on trades every single day, making money every single day, I highly doubt that it is true. They're just doing it for clickbaits and marketing. It is not true that anyone in the industry is able to make money off of the markets every single day. And you should not trade every single day. That is not the idea. The idea is for you to be able to trade, let's say, 2 days a week and enjoy the rest of the week because you made so much money in those 2 weeks. I'm sorry, 2 days, that you do not need the feel or urge to trade for the rest of the 3 or 4 or 5 days of the week. That is the idea of financial freedom. That is the idea of why I wanted to get in this industry. Why you probably want to be in the industry because right now if I want to, I can pick up my bags and I can go for a vacation and not care about where the money's going to come from because I made so much money in the past week by trading only 2 days. I mean, the first day that was pound yen was not the profitable day, right? If it was a profitable day, I might as well, stop. I might as well have had stopped working for the rest of the month. I will work the next week. But what I'm showing you guys is in less than 2 hours or 3 hours, I made so much money. It's, for some people, it might not be a lot of money. They, might want to earn more, and it's, each to their own. I'm satisfied with the amount of money I made the last week. And there's no full stop to you can only make this much amount of money. No, if I did trade on Thursday, I would have 100% made more money. And I'm going to show you guys why. Because Swiss franc interest rate did not exactly do how dollar interest rate or Aussie interest rate did. It somewhat did perform like yen interest rate, but not as far, although the buy did come in. I was looking to buy CAD Swiss franc. I posted it in the group community too that I am looking for these buys. Unfortunately, it did not give an entry and now the price is falling down. God knows where it's going to go to. We'll discuss about that tomorrow. What I'm going to show you guys is pound interest rate now. So there was pound interest rate, and I was interested in this because this I was not really sure about. Why? Because dollar interest rate got dollar weak, so the very next day I'm not looking for dollar strength. Now, of course, if there's a pullback, we'll talk about that tomorrow. But let me show you pound interest rate. So this is what I was interested in, the pound interest rate. And if you go down to 15 minutes, and I'm going to blow your mind one more time, 1700 my time, Thursday, March 21st, pound interest rate comes out. 1500 my time, pound interest rate on Thursday, March 21st. It pushes the price lower, goes through all of this stuff, pull back, and look at where the price went to. So again, the reason why I made this video today, of course, I wanted to recap whatever happened during the week, what I did during the week, what the news did during the week. But I wanted to show you guys that this one thing, this one boring thing that I keep talking about in every single video, it worked 5 times the previous week. 5 times. Out of those 5 times, if you had been able to be in on one of these trades, because they do tend to travel a lot, they do tend to give you a lot of risk to reward. If you had been able to be in one of these 5 trades, enough money for the week. Trust me. With this risk to reward, more than enough money for the week. Anyway, the video has gone pretty long. See you guys tomorrow with the weekly analysis and all. Cheers, guys.